equilibrium form of draw on liquidity. As you guys know, our last couple of videos, we have been talking about form of draw on liquidity. Equilibrium is one of them. Equilibrium of CRT, equilibrium of daily range is a form of draw on liquidity. At past video, we were talking about the Cannon range form of draw on liquidity, the ranges form of draw on liquidity. In this video, we're going to be talking about the equilibrium of form of draw on liquidity, and as well as where the next two videos going to be about the what's the next two videos going to be? The next two videos going to be about daily range, form of drawn liquidity, and the higher time and key level, which is the IRL to ERL, ERL to IRL, right? In this video, we're going to be talking about the equilibrium form of drawn liquidity. Equilibrium is one form of drawn liquidity, and please use them all together. And because I have not checked out my ETU free Mastermind CRT bootcamp, go ahead do it right now, because I'm already expecting you guys should already know this. I'm already expecting that you guys already watched my ETU free Mastermind CRT bootcamp, right? Let's get straight into this. Equilibrium right over here. Quick example straight away. The equilibrium of CRT, right? The middle point of the CRT is a form of drawn liquidity. You can see how the price is reacting out of it right now. You go to the lower time frame. Market could right now, essentially, GU is pumping, right? Market could literally the next day have a daily CRT to the downside, right? We could have a daily CRT to the downside, and this could plummet to the downside, right? Because of the equilibrium form of drawn liquidity, right? You can see right over here. Go for a time to go get drawing here. Market, this is the equilibrium, right, of the daily range, which is the ranges with the CRT range, right? For the equilibrium, the only equilibrium you care about is of the CRT and the daily range, right? This right over here is 50% mark of the CRT. This 50% mark usually causes reversals to happen. Market could usually just right now, it could literally go, it already has already tapped, it could literally just go accumulation, expansion to the downside, stopping us out to the stop loss, right? This is one form of drawn liquidity, which is the equilibrium, right? Equilibrium or form of drawn liquidity where market could literally just go up 50%, then eventually chill around here. If it doesn't, if the market doesn't show strong signs of he wants to want to continue, usually reverse, right? In this case, it's not showing us a strong sign, because GU is showing a pretty good strong sign, but EU isn't, right? So EU could potentially go back down and stop us out, right? Equilibrium is one form of drawn liquidity. That's why if you trade CRT, your first take profit will be the 50% mark of the equilibrium, then the CRT high, right? So over here, if you guys took this trade, you should be chilling at the break-even spot, which is all over here, and you guys should be partialing, right? Because this is one form of drawn liquidity, right? Now let's go over. Oh, that was wrong thing right over there. Let's go over to more examples. Now let's go over at daily range form of drawn liquidity, right? Equilibrium is right over here. Market swept at a low, swept at a high, made a stable high, stable low. This is right over here, your first drawn liquidity for the equilibrium. Then this is IRL. So we go from a daily ERL to IRL all the way down here, right? So a ERL to IRL, so a premium ERL to discounted IRL, and your drawn liquidity is right on this of the 50% mark of the daily range, which is basically the equilibrium, right? Right over here is your drawn liquidity. We can go to a lower time frame and give you guys one example. Go to the 4-hour time frame. I think I'll another example right over here. This right over here is another form of drawn liquidity, which is basically, as I said, equilibrium, right? Market swept at a high, swept at a low, stable high, stable low. The 50% mark is a drawn liquidity. You can see how the market had the 50% mark and get a reaction out of it, but it showed a strong sign that wants to go up higher. The market did eventually go up higher, right? But you can see before you went all over here, you did a huge reaction, right? Because the equilibrium is a form of drawn liquidity, right? If you go, let me see if I have any more examples here. Let me see. We have this weekly CRT. Yep. There's another. We have another example right over here, right? This weekly CRT. A form of drawn liquidity. You can see super CRT low. The 50% mark caused a big move to the downside. Happened to the 50% mark. The equilibrium caused a huge reaction back to the downside, right? Because equilibrium is a form of drawn liquidity. Keep this in mind. The only equilibrium you should care about is the CRT and the ranges. I forgot to mention the range, but ranges as well have his own equilibrium, right? But so the CRT range you should care about, the daily range you should care about of the equilibrium, right? The ranges equilibrium you should care about, and the daily range equilibrium you should care about. IR to AR does not have a equilibrium in there, but this is the only two you should care about. This is the only four. Literally every one of them, their candle ranges has its own equilibrium. Their ranges has its own equilibrium. The daily range has its own equilibrium, and as well as the that's it, right? Three. I'm not sure. What's the next one? And the last one is basically itself, right? Equilibrium, right? So equilibrium is one form of drawing liquidity. Keep that in mind. Don't use it all. Don't not just use one of them and you skip the rest. Make sure you guys use all of them together. Sometimes you may not find one of them, but you have the rest of the four chilling, right? So equilibrium form of drawing liquidity. Thank you for watching. Join Discord, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.